does.
I mean, what else? I guess no. I don't see anything else really. You don't want to whirlwind and execute, because if you do that, you have to execute the Chrome really. No.
Baron
Huh.
seems interesting.
Okay. Well, as it stands, I think he's gonna have to trade the Chrome for that. So it's not completely like it's not bad in the end.
Yeah, he can either trade. Yeah, he has to trade the Grom with it, otherwise he's dead to Grom Whirlwind Execute.
Yep. Yeah, he
tries
straight up
to-
just dies if he doesn't do the trade.
Yeah.
Because
If
he has to keep the Belcher and he has to take out the Geddon, and the only way to take out the Geddon is to trade the Chrome in.
It's a interesting play. Oh, it's gonna work.
Oh no.
He baited him.
Oh no, oh no.
That's the game.
No.
It's the all ogre.
No, it's all ogre.
Oh man. It was a long one.
Yeah.
Amaz was kind of behind from the beginning and just like slowly died. And there was the death bite thrown away, which gave Amaz the hope of the Belcher.
Execute on 1/1 slime.
Wow. The Fishu finally gets it.
Very well played series by him, and also from Amaz. I don't think there was like any real like mistakes. Maybe in the Priest Warrior he was getting a bit greedy, but
Yeah,
like
agreed.
Really awesome series. I really enjoyed it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. So the Fishu, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah, I just beat Amaz. Like, it's not bad at all.
No, you won last time, and now I'm winning this time. I
yeah.
feel so good.
Haha.
I could just jump up and down and dance right now.
Yeah. Real cool. Yay.
Yeah, hooray.
So yeah, that was that. The next game is gonna be Nims playing against Best Marmot. I'm not sure how soon. I think in like it's usually like 10 minutes break or so.
Yeah.
But that should be coming up soon, so stay tuned.
Good time to like use the bathroom, get some chips, talk to your mom, you know, normal stuff.
J'ai trouvé ça super grand et bon, on a été très bien accueillis et non, c'est assez sympa. J'étais jamais rentré dans une gaming house, donc c'est assez impressionnant de voir tous ces gens qui travaillent pour le jeu et tout. J'ai commencé Hearthstone parce que je voulais jouer à un jeu différent de Magic. Et c'était le jeu qui ressemblait le plus au jeu de cartes Magic, The Gathering. Donc voilà, j'ai commencé comme ça et puis j'ai tout de suite accroché. C'est que le jeu avait un... Enfin, je sentais un peu le potentiel de développement assez intéressant du jeu. Et puis, vraiment, l'édition de base était très, très développée, il y avait beaucoup de cartes. Le gameplay était assez intéressant, simple, mais quand même assez intéressant. Et puis, il y avait une grosse communauté de joueurs, c'est ça qui est intéressant dans un jeu, c'est quand même la communauté. Professionnel, je sais pas si on peut dire ça, enfin, c'est pas mon métier pour le moment, mais après voilà, c'est contact avec ma team Gamers Origin, Guillaume, et puis rencontrer les joueurs, essayer d'être dans ce milieu-là qui est assez passionnant. Donc. Cette saison, j'aime bien Chasseur parce que on est arrivé avec Pac, un joueur de mon équipe, à créer une liste vraiment intéressante dont je pense qu'Olento va nous envier quand il va la voir. Et c'est pour ça, je pense, que je suis extrêmement confiant pour le tournoi, quoi, grâce à ça. J'avais peur que l'extension soit un peu random, parce qu'au début, ils avaient sorti les cartes avec les effets aléatoires et tout, c'était un peu compliqué. Et puis finalement, il n'y en a pas tant que ça, et puis le côté random n'a pas trop d'importance, donc je trouve qu'elle est assez... elle s'est bien réalisée, cette édition-là. Pour l'instant, peu de cartes quand même rentrent dans les decks, les anciens decks, on va dire, la vieille méta. Mais après, on a vu par exemple le mage aggro de nouveaux decks sortir. Mais c'est vrai que, on va dire, c'est une édition comme Naxxramas, c'est un peu plus développée, mais ça n'a pas non plus révolutionné toute la méta, je pense.
Oh, it's starting, guys, it's starting. We're looking at our faces first. Of course, I'm here with my buddy, and I unfortunately lost.
Yeah, I saw. It was very depressing. I was sad.
Oh,
You got a
very
little
sad.
greedy with the priest.
Yeah, super greedy.
Super
Oh my
greedy.
god. But yeah, Best Mamatsu is gonna ban the warlock, so Nim's just gonna run May and
Oh,
of course
ban
the
the
warlock.
warlock.
And it's just,
Surprise, surprise.
yep. So Shaman Druid, because warrior is obviously a pick. Shaman
Shaman, druid,
Druid
warrior.
War for Marmot, and what is that for Nimsh?
No, that was for Nimsh, I thought.
Oh no,
Oh,
Nimsh.
yeah,
Nimsh
is
is
this one.
mage,
Mage.
Druid, and warrior. So they're very similar. It's just the mage and shaman different. So what do you think?
Mage and shaman. I think shaman has an edge against mech mage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I would give the edge to best Marmot with the shaman.
Okay.
I think shaman does really well. It has the one mana cost removals like rock biter, lightning bolt, which really just interfere with all the mech synergies. Can pick off mech warpers or whatever, so then you can't get all of those mechs stacking on the board. And then when you get around to turn 4 to play your blast mage,
Right.
which is usually just like the nail in the coffin and kills everything.
That's a pretty quick nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's like Grommash or Rag or,
Well,
or
yeah,
Alex Straza.
I
This is
mean,
a
you
nail
have board
4.
control with it, and then you just do enough damage to clear something off with like your 2/1 or whatever your
Right,
little dude
right.
is.
Okay.
So, shaman interrupts all that, and you don't have a mech on the board coming down on that turn, and then that card is actually extremely weak. So,
Okay. Oh, we have battle poses.
Battle pose.
okay, that was battle poses. Anyways, but yeah, did 6-0 run an anti-kill bot against the Hostie and Decors in Shaman?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get to catch that tournament.
But how do you like anti-kill bot in Shaman?
How do I like anti-kill bot in shaman?
You don't like
I
it?
think it's alright. I don't know. I think the better way to do shaman would be to have preventative measures before you take damage instead of healing up after you take damage.
Okay.
So I think just building a board earlier is much stronger. I mean, it's more vulnerable to flame strike if you build a board
Right.
and then depend on the board instead of depending on you have the heal in case your board dies.
Okay.
So, the
Guys,
different ways
those
to
were
do it.
good battle poses, okay? Oh my god, chat doesn't like the battle poses. They think they're lame. Did you do a battle pose?
I did do a battle pose. I don't know. Like they just said like do a pose, so then I was like just doing random poses, and it was just really awkward. And I'm not meant to be posing for battles.
Okay. Maybe Hostie is.
Hostie's good at battle poses.
He's
He
just,
does all
he's
the
just
time.
good at standing still. Just,
Like-
you know.
I lived with him for like a week. He just poses randomly. He gets a lot of
Whoa.
battle pose practice in.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's just ready for action. He's like Gold Shire Footman.
So is it 1-2?
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Alright. So who do you think I should face against? Is that too much of a question?
I think you'd prefer to go against Best Marmot.
Alright. Well, we'll see how this goes. It's gonna be a Druid for Best Marmot. This is a pretty good starting hand. And Ninja's gonna start with Mech Mage like he did last time as well.
I think Mech Mage is definitely favored in this matchup. You just kind of zoom out.
Okay.
Just get all the board control early.
Mhm.
And that hand is pretty good.
Right.
He's got the coin too.
1 second, let's change up some settings here, and we should be good. Chat tells us if the game sounds and everything is fine. We're just starting up again. And yeah, I mean, Zoo does really well against Druid, so
Yeah.
it's
so
basically a Zoo deck.
Mechanical Mage Zoo with fireballs
Oh
tends
my
to do
god.
pretty good.
Oh my god, with like Soul Fires, right?
Yeah, it's like Soulfire's forward. 2 more.
Oh, that's a pretty kind of a slow start actually.
Yeah, it's not bad. He wants to save the coins. Next turn he Mech Warper coins and then plays Chugga Chugga.
Mhm.
So it's a pretty terrific start. And then
Oh.
the Druid's gonna be in a really awkward position. And there's that Blast Mage I was talking about.
Right, it's the nail, right?
It's the nail. It's the nail.
Oh boy.
Chugga Chugga Chugga.
Chugga! Chugga Chugga.
Now as the Druid here, you have like the choice you can Keeper or Wrath Hero Power. How much do you really fear the...
Do you fear the Mana Corpus so much? It's pretty scary. It's like an innervate on the board. That's how I
Yeah.
look at it. Right?
He's not going to be able to use it to any effect here, so he made the right choice. But probably see a Spider Tank coming down over the Harvest Golem.
Is this just to
Or-
push more damage?
No, maybe Harvest Golem. If he decides to trade Harvest Golem for sure, then. Because you want to try and play around Swipe, and the Death Rattle
Mm-hmm.
really strong against Swipe. So maybe you just freeze the Keeper of the Grove, go face with the 2/3, play a Harvest Golem. I think that would be my line of play here.
Well, yeah, Nimsh chooses the Harvest Golem and goes for face.
Hey, just going off face. Yeah, it's reasonable too.
Oh,
The Innervate's a big draw there.
that could be really good.
It's gonna allow him to do some nice things this turn. Ish.
So, I mean, innervating Ancient of Lore when you're 5 mana is like the default play, right?
Yeah.
Would you heal or draw?
I think you would have to draw to try and find your swipes and clears, but there's also an argument to play Sylvanas here.
Okay.
Mech Mage isn't known to run any silences or
Board clears.
like, yeah, any way to really deal with Sylvanas at all. There's no polymorph, there's nothing. So Sylvanas would get a lot more value on the board than Ancient Allure would get, and maybe at this point in the game you're just trying to look to recover the board and then wait out into the longer game.
Right.
So I wouldn't even be mad to see Innervate Sylvanas. Either line I think is correct, but personally I would Innervate Sylvanas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're kind of playing off curve, which is kind of. Oh my god, he's going with a different thing.
Wrath Hero Power, he's frozen, so you can't.
So Wrath
kill anything,
BGH
so
more
it has
like,
to
yeah.
be Wrath BGH. And this Blast Mage here,
It's gonna get punished. It's gonna punish
gonna
him.
do a lot of work.
Alright.
He's gonna kill this BGH.
I mean, mathematically speaking, there's a good percentage of chance.
Oh yeah.
Right?
If he kills the BGH.
But we've seen some really bad blast mages from Nimsh. You know, one of them went YOLO for 4 to the face before. So, that might be haunting him. But you just play blast mage here and see what happens first, right?
Yeah.
You can't really guarantee your mech staying on the board.
That is
Yeah.
unfortunate. You needed either 2 to hit the Keeper or 2 to hit the Big Game Hunter.
So would you say that's a failed blast mage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not put the nail in the coffin.
Alright.
It got close.
But I mean, he's still looking like really, really good right now.
Yeah, the Mage is still ahead, but Sylvanas comes down here. It's gonna be awkward.
So, I mean, Frostbolt needs to come on Sylvanas, otherwise his boards could get demolished, right? He's kind of on the timer, too.
Yeah, the Sylvanas is extremely strong here. How do you deal with this Sylvanas?
I think you just freeze it. Because your
Right,
Blast
right.
Mage is actually a 5 attack, which is super awkward.
Sure. So you just Frostbolt it, play a Spider Tank, go face with the
And
Blast
hopefully
Mage.
draw some burn.
Hope you draw some burn.
Right.
You got 3 bird spells left in the deck.
Yeah, Frostbolt Spider Attack isn't that bad.
Yeah. You could freeze it with Chugga Chugga and go face and play Azure Drake.
No, that's true.
Just because, like, next turn you can play double Spider Tank.
Yeah, that's true actually. That might be better. Because, I mean, Chugga is gonna deal 4 damage if you make it stay alive, and Frostbolt is only 3 damage. But then Chat will be really sad if you sacrifice the Chugga.
Yeah. it's just really clunky to play the Azure Drakes.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think you ever play the Azure here. It's just really bad. Well, lots of decisions for Nimsh. He's gonna go with...
he's roping really hard. Now he's under the pressure here.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go with the Frostbolt. Okay.
The Frostbolt play. I like the play.
Alright, so Chugga stays alive.
He goes face with everything. Keeps the face frozen, which isn't bad. Puts a lot of pressure on him.
Ooh. That's a dead draw, pretty much.
It's definitely Ancient Lord heal turn.
Well, one Ancient of Lore, the heal doesn't do too much, but the second one might, you know, do something.
Second one might be the comeback.
Might be, but man, he's facing 10 damage on the board.
Yeah.
So one fireball will end the game.
One fireball. No,
Oh, nope.
he plays around the fireball with the Innervate. That's a good play, man.
Okay.
Because he has the Ancient Allure to come back.
Right.
So now Nimsh needs to, like, chain drop burn.
That might be really smart. And Nimsh draw. Oh,
Oh!
exactly that! Wow! Best Marmotte, really. Pretty nice there. Playing Innervate for just 1 life gain. Oh, baby.
What to do?
Now what do you do?
To do.
You can't trade here.
Nimsh is thinking, why would you ever Innervate Hero Power? What kind of a play is that? Who would do such a thing?
He's thinking, my stupid Blast Mage left this Keeper alive forever.
If my Blast Mage dealt 3 damage in the face instead of 2, it's like, oh my god, stupid Blast Mage. He's just like right now thinking that. Alright, well, I guess you just go YOLO face? I mean, do you
No.
really expect your opponent to have 2 Ancient of Lores?
I don't think you should ever Fireball face in this situation.
Okay, so you just Azure and fish for more cards.
Yeah, it's either Azure Drake or
Oh, that
Spider
feels so
Tank
bad
thing
too.
anyways.
You reduce your opponent down to 1 this turn.
Yeah, the entire board's gonna get cleared too, pretty much.
Oh man.
Looks like he is aiming the hero power right now.
Yep.
So he
And the
is-
spider
yeah,
tank's gonna
yeah,
come
Spider
down.
Tank.
Okay.
I like this. I think this is fine.
Alright, if Best Marimar draws something like a spell or something. Oh, that's pretty much a spell. Deal 4 damage to a minion. Yeah, that's pretty much a spell. Can he clear the board here?
And Nimsh was dead to Savage Archer to the Claw with charge.
Oh,
Isn't he?
oh yeah, he is.
Something like that.
But now, of course, I think Best Marate can use the Druid to charge. Sylvanas can trade for the Chugga and steal the Blast Mage after each of Lord trades for the Aspirator. So he does have a clear. But then he'll be sitting at 1 damage off of lethal again.
Oh, yeah, but you're fine 1 damage off lethal.
You're fine?
As soon as you get the board back. Yes.
1 damage off of lethal.
You know, you've already seen a Frostbolt, and you're playing around a Fireball. So you would need the other Frostbolts. That's like 1 in 20. If he pulls it off, then his opponent will really just get nimshed.
Get nimshed. Oh, he's stealing first, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, he could have drew to the Claw to guarantee get the 5 for it.
Yeah.
Drew the Claw with it.
Oh, or does he? Oh, he's thinking maybe of Ancient Lore in this turn instead. Oh, but no, it's not. That's so weird.
That was
Oh.
a curious play.
Yeah.
And now
Is he
he's
gonna
going
taunt this
to-
up now or
Now
something?
he's gonna charge and kill it, or
What? Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's a really weird play.
not sure I agree with that one.
Yeah. Well, Cogmaster is not what Nimsh wants to see.
Well, he can play the Azure Drake and ping the taunt and kill it with the Blast Mage.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have 1 more chance to draw into your Frostbolt or a Fireball.
It's unfortunate how this match went for him. Usually the Mech Mage just runs away with it, but Mech Mage is like an extremely inconsistent deck.
Right, but he's still not out yet. Still looking really good. Well, not really good.
Not
but,
really good.
But he
I
has
mean,
a
he
chance.
has the lore right there.
Oh yeah, he does have the lore. That is
Amaz so
unfortunate.
optimistic.
It's a mage. It's a mech mage. They can just own everything.
I mean, he just needs 1 unstable portal into King Crush. You got him.
Okay.
That's all. That's all it takes.
Oh my god. Man, your demoralized face when he unstable portal the Neptulon.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
I was winning that game, and then I was like, well, I guess this is what happens.
How did the power of pure water taste? It tastes pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Well, actually, Nimsh can fireball this bear.
Nimsh can fireball the bear and
Yeah.
connect to the face.
This is okay too. You might as well just ping the
And then he
keeper.
top decks another fireball.
That's the way to win, right? Well, that's our way to win. This
Unfortunately,
Cogmaster
his
is like,
board just gets cleared. Though.
yeah. Well, of course. Oh.
Ooh, that's close to lethal. Ish.
Okay. Trade Ancient Lore. Now it's 9 health. That's a lot of health.
Yeah, he has the Azure Drake to refill his hand though, so he's still in this.
All right. But well, anytime the combo piece completes for Marmot, then
Oh, the other fireball.
Oh, and
That's
what is
some
his
big
draw?
damage.
Frost? Oh no, it's not Frostbolt.
Oh.
Ah. Oh my god, these 1-drops.
He has 1 burn spell left in the entire deck.
Well, he might draw it, but Best Mamate actually has 1 draw to end the game right now, and it's going to be a no. Not
It's gonna
quite.
be a no.
This is gonna be a no.
No.
Well, just unload everything. Why not?
Give everything. Don't
Play.
take the 2-1 to the face.
Oh, well, no, you don't want to do that.
That would be a
Alright, so here's 1 draw.
Frostbolt
For
off the
Nimsh?
top.
Is
or
it?
it's game over.
It's not. I guess it is game over, huh?
Yeah, game over.
Yeah. And it's going to be. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh.
Oh, that's
Wait,
too bad.
is that good? No, it's not.
No,
Right?
no,
Nah.
Doesn't he? Wait, does he?
Wait,
die?
no, is it dead?
He's not
no,
dead.
no,
He's
no, no.
He can
10,
ping off the 5-1.
18. No, he's not. Yeah, he can
Yeah,
pay off
he's
the 5-1.
got 3, 7.
But then Dr. Boom can actually change the game.
Good change. 17, 18, 19 damage.
Do you count by ones?
I do. Count, I count on my fingers.
Oh my
You can never
God.
be too cautious. You don't want to miss lethal or do something simple.
Okay.
Like,
This just thing, guys. Firebats likes his fingers.
I don't
Well-
like my. I like my fingers because they're
Yeah.
there, but
yeah.
I mean, like, I like
you like
counting
counter
them,
fingers too.
I guess that just sounds weird. You made that awkward.
Oh.
Well, he's gonna have to clear with the roar here, and he has innervate to reload the board, which isn't
What?
gonna be very helpful.
With Dr. Boom, if any Boombot hits the face, he's dead. Well,
Any-
I mean, not
eh,
for one.
Not for one. Not for one.
I mean, you have experience with
I-
Dr.
I did lose a game earlier in the tournament because
Oh.
both of my boom bots hit face for one
Oh.
when they needed to do
Not one.
not one. And that was one damage off lethal. the
Yeah,
next
not one.
turn.
Not one is always good, right?
It's pretty
So how do you clear here? I mean, okay, I guess you do that.
carefully.
You play very careful. Oh,
Oh, he did it. It's
he's-
one.
no, he needs to do one more.
One more?
Is it?
One?
Is it?
One?
Is it? Oh! Oh! Oh!
And Nimsh makes a comeback in a game where I thought Nimsh was going to lose for sure.
Oh no!
So well played by Nimsh, and well played by Dr. Boom.
Well played by Dr. Boom.
I mean, you got to give the credit props too. Or the card props.
Well, this is the Dr. Boom pose. Do you see that? Do you see Nimsh?
He did the Dr. Boom.
Yeah,
pose.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
respecting the
Is it
Dr.
this?
Boom.
Is it this? Yeah.
Yeah. See? Even he's like Dr. Boom. Thanks,
He
man.
is Dr. Boom.
He is Dr. Boom.
Oh.
Nimsh is the doctor of the boom.
Well, on the back of that card, he wins a interesting, like a favorable matchup, but not in a way that we expected it to go.
Yeah, usually
So,
usually the mage just sweeps that.
Mhm.
So.
Well,
And
like you
here's where
said, though.
The shaman I was
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah, like you said, Best Marauders is gonna bring out a shaman.
Yeah.
And his zombie chow shaman, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Zombie Chow just interrupts the curve of the mechs, and then Lightning Bolt does, Rock Biter, Crackle. They just have so many answers to all the little mechs early on.
All right. Well, he's keeping his whole hand here. Do you like that?
It's not bad.
Good start.
It's not very greedy.
Oh.
You could be a lot greedier with it, right? To try and you really want to hit Lightning Bolt or Rock Biter more than Crackle, but Crackle is still good. Oh, there's Rock Biter at the top, so I mean, play it safe and draw the best card.
Well, you
Call
get
it a
rewarded, right?
Yeah, you get rewarded for your safe plays apparently.
Oh. That's a free gnome.
I do like
and-
the Mech Warper into Clockwork Gnome here, since your turn 3 is just Spider Tank anyway.
Right, no matter what, right?
Yeah, so there's no reason to hold on to this Mech Warper to do anything fancy, bigger later.
Portals online. I am ready.
Oh, here's a good turn for Best Moment. You can kill the. Oh.
Unfortunately, you
Unfortunately,
can't Rock Biter
yeah.
yourself twice.
Well, you can, but.
You can't. You can't detect it.
Right.
No Wind Fury Rock Biters.
Nope.
He holds the coin there.
He could have used it. He could have got a totem there too.
Yeah, he could have got a totem, but
But I think this is
Generally, the
fine
totem
because
was
like if mage starts pinging, they actually lose tempo.
of course.
Right.
Yeah, he can't think. He's gonna need to play the. I would go with Tinkertown Technician and then make the trade.
I mean, 4 is really annoying for a shaman to deal with.
Definitely.
Something needs tinkering.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see like a Hex come out on that. But more than likely, it's just gonna be Feral Spirits or Crackle, one or the other.
Uh huh.
Hopefully, Crackle doesn't roll 3. Otherwise, it's just gonna be
That's
a
GG.
long game.
Oh man.
And
Well,
he-
oh, a
we
hex.
see the Hex. He goes the extra safe play. He doesn't want to overload. Which is gonna be a little weird because he's gonna have to.
Well, he can't fire
overload on-
elemental too.
Yeah, he's gonna have to overload on the turn preceding Fire Elemental because he's gonna want to coin Fire Elemental really bad. So then overloading next turn just impedes him from being able to coin Fire.
Oh, the froggy is angry, and he well played himself.
Well played.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
good. Oh, anti-Q bot, see?
that's sick.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
gonna help against the Mech Mage. So clearly the deck was designed to do work against Mech Mage.
And is this gonna roll low? Oh.
I called it.
Oh wow, that was scary.
So we can't see a coin Fire Elemental next turn because of the overload, which is unfortunate.
Well, you can't. Oh. Well, you can coin anti-Q bot, but you don't get the full value.
Why would you do this?
Right?
Sounds awful.
I mean, it's a play.
It
Oh,
is
this frog is
big.
annoying.
The frog's a bit annoying, yeah. Otherwise, he'd be able to Argus coin Rock Biter, kill the Drake.
Uh huh. I guess you can Argus anyways right now.
Yeah, Argus isn't bad.
Like Argus wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Well, Nimsh's hand is looking pretty stacked right now.
Yeah, he's got the Dr. Boom and the Hex is already out of the way. And he has Lotheb here.
Oh man.
Uh,
I mean, the threes are pretty good right now, right?
double 3s isn't bad. It's just you think about Lightning Storm.
Oh.
Do the double threes,
Alright.
especially since the Drake would trade, and then it's also vulnerable to dying to Lightning Storm.
Another play would be like you can reverse the wolf. Use your frog to well, you have to kill your frog and then you ping one of them, and then play Harvest Golem or something.
That is an interesting play. That could work too. It plays around Lightning Storm a bit better.
Right. Or you can load up here.
Yeah. Or you can load the
Just gonna
Watch
go
out.
with the pair of threes.
pair of threes.
Something needs tinkering?
Vesper Moat does not have Lightning Storm, so this is like the strongest play, knowing Vesper Moat's hand.
Someone's out on me.
And we will see.
Not a Lightning Storm.
No. Oh, but that's not the worst card you can draw, I guess.
Yeah, the Healing Totem can trade with the Azure Drake.
Right?
And,
And I mean, oh. Well, I mean, if you want to trade for the 4-drop,
you'd have to, like,
kill your Spirit Wolf.
yeah.
That's pretty sad.
Bob is here.
Bob is here.
Let's
Bob is
go.
shaking our hand, guys.
Hello.
Oh! Bob is in the house.
Baston!
Baston! No, not this game.
Not this, yeah, there's no warrior.
No, no, no.
Definitely should see the Flame Tongue Totem coming out. You could also roll a totem and possibly hit the Taunt Totem. But
Oh,
it's
really?
gonna come out on the wrong side, so it's not very beneficial.
So probably Flame Tongue plus. I would sacrifice my Spirit Wolf to kill a 4/4.
Really. So you'd Rockbiter down the frog.
Yeah.
Looks like Best Mode agrees with you.
But oh my god, this reversing switch is gonna do so. It's gonna be huge.
Oh my gosh.
One
reversing
mana to
switch
kill a Flame Tongue?
So good against Shaman.
Oh my god.
It's just nuts.
Oh, welcome back. Oh, never mind. Just goes to the Dr. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess the Flame Tongue is not going anywhere.
Not doing nothing.
Right, it's just sitting there.
As soon as he buffs something up with it, you just reversing switch it then, right?
Yep.
Yeah, using that Hex
Oh.
earlier is gonna end up being pretty costly here.
This is pretty tough. Looking really bad.
The Dr. Boom on 7 is always pretty solid.
You have the Fire Elemental, a Boombot?
To
Oh!
the face.
So you basically Fire Elemental yourself.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh man. And what is this totem?
Well,
Oh!
You get the Taunt Totem, so it makes up for it.
Okay.
I mean, when your opponent rolls 4 on your face, you gotta get Taunt Totem.
Oh man, but actually, does Nimsh have lethal here? Double reversing switch and then hit for 10?
Yeah.
Oh, you hate to see that happen.
Oh,
Those are some lightning bolts going through. Oh
that's
my lord.
ridiculous.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh, the hello.
The BM.
Oh no. And what is this Blast Mage gonna do? Pretty
Oh my
YOLO there.
gosh.
Oh, that is
Always
so
a
much
big-
damage.
He's very close to lethal. He could use the
Oh.
bomb here and potentially hit lethal. If he hit 4.
Ping the
put him on
bomb.
the
Ping the
face.
bomb. Oh,
Oh.
damn, shit
He
disappoint.
doesn't ping the bomb.
Oh
After
man,
the hello BM, he doesn't even YOLO the lethal.
no. Well, oh,
So this deck looked like it was designed to counter the Mech Mage.
but it failed.
I mean, when Mech Mage gets a good draw,
Yep. Oh,
Goes
Dr.
crazy.
Boom. Once again.
Yeah.
Oh man, Dr.
the
Boom.
Doctor himself-
Winning games. Do you like the card?
No, I hate the card. It's my least favorite card in the entire set.
Wow.
I think it adds a lot of unnecessary RNG to a lot of situations, and I think it's too good for its cost.
Too good, right?
And I think it makes a lot of the games a lot less fun and spiral out of control too fast.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's probably my least favorite card, but I still play it. So
Well, I mean, you have to. You
Yeah,
have
you
to
have
play
to.
an OP card, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty crazy, especially if your opponent doesn't have an answer to it. Well, does Warrior cut the deal here? Can Warrior beat the Mech Mage?
Warrior can be the Mech Mage. It just relies on your percent chance of drawing Fiery War Axe, right?
And,
And
well...
he doesn't get it. And with the coin, if you mulligan everything, it's about 40%.
Oh no, and now the Chugga's gonna come down next
Yeah,
turn.
and then the Chugga's gonna come down to the Death Bite's not gonna do anything. We didn't get to see the mulligan here, but if he kept the Death Bite in his hand, then it was just wrong.
Well, it's time to...
Going for the
Oh!
Mech Warper instead of the Chugga Chugga.
Whoa, that is really weird.
I mean, it's
you know-
really greedy, but it would smooth out your curve.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. He thinks better of it. And I mean, 3-2, that's a Flame Imp that doesn't hurt yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty damn
He's just
strong.
gonna be able to freeze his opponent for the rest of the game.
For the rest of the game.
Yeah, you just keep on keeping on, man.
Oh my god.
That death bite. You can coin the death bite and do nothing.
You could
It's a
use
sad
the
day.
execute here on a chugga chugga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Awesome.
Execute chugga chugga.
Oh boy. Who would have thought that a 2-mana war elemental would do be so annoying?
Hey,
Strike.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, we just do that.
That's
Alright.
it?
Yeah.
Alright. So I just have to talk louder then, huh?
No. We can find your mic and then we can turn it up a bit, but I'm afraid of touching this.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it. So
Yeah,
we'll just,
yeah.
Nobody has to hear me. It's okay. I don't say anything
Aw.
important.
Well, is the blast mage important here?
Blast Mage is pretty good. It's the nail in the coffin. And it's leading into Azure Drake, which is really good against
Oh my god,
Warriors.
blast mage is
It's like-
basically a core crown elite here, but better.
the 5/4 core crown elite.
Oh my god.
Well, lucky for him, Chugga Chugga is dead, thanks to the help of Execute. So we can get the Death Bite out and really start clearing up the board.
Oh, I mean, he could have been well, he does have the brawl. Is that gonna save anything, or is that too late because there's a fireball in Nimsh's hand? I think it's too late
It's a little bit late.
to apologize.
Did you just say sorry as Nimsh and win the game?
No, it's okay.
I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Oh,
Oh well,
If he
best
brawls now-
is he brawls now? He's
he's dead. That is
Oh,
what
that-
happened.
No. If he brawls and the well, no, it doesn't work. No.
Alright, so he knows he's dead if he brawls, so he shield blocks.
Uh huh.
And he's looking for like an execute or a shield slam there. Unfortunately, he doesn't find it. If he had an execute or a shield slam, he could like hit the harvest golem,
Right.
then shield slam or execute the drake and be fine.
So now you're not fine. You're just
Now
you're
he's
just
not
going.
fine.
Why the heck do I face Mech Mage?
Yeah, I mean, Mech Mage can run away with games like this. He was able to get the 1-drop into 2-drop into 3-drop into 4-drop consistently, so
Okay.
that's what it takes. And I think the Shaman Mulligan was a bit too safe. That Shaman deck gets designed to beat Mech Mage. It could have been played a little more greedily.
Okay. Well, 5 plus 7 is 12. Plus ping is 13, so it's not quite lethal yet. But of course, there's still gonna be Dr. Boom.
He could play a Mech in this one.
Oh, he can play a mech.
Yeah. So he's
Is
got...
that's the same as the fireball, so he's not dead yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't 7 14? He's got spell power, it's lethal.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of sad.
He took a while to count too, so don't feel bad.
Oh.
You look so sad. Hey, Dr. Boom.
Well, that's how you win the game with Mech Mage, I guess.
I've lived it before.
Yeah.
It happened
did
to
it
me
feel?
earlier. It happened to a lot of people in tournaments recently. So
Strife Crow, what did you do to us?
doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good.
Strife Crow, and all because of Strife Crow. I mean, he looks nice. He's like a panda, you know. Don't you think he's like a panda?
He is like a cuddly.
He's
panda.
really huggable, but then he uses Mech Mage and then just.
Sure. I don't know how to respond to that, Amaz. I don't.
Experience will help. You know.
Experience will help.
In time, you know how to respond to these things.
Respond to cuddly panda bears going.
Yeah. Oh man, somebody needs to make like a fan art of that, of like Strife Crow in the panda suit and just like punch, like with a mechanical arm.
Like a mechanical kung fu panda.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Coming soon to Overwatch, guys. But yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna take a short break. I'm pretty sure. Nimsh is talking. He's like, "Yep, Mech Mage is pretty good deck." You know.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's just saying about how good Mech Mage is and
Yeah.
how great he is when he just drew on curve and killed him with Mech Mage.
No, everybody is.
And, it's-
Everybody's great if you can just learn how to draw on curve. I mean, it's
and
awesome.
he's just talking about how he's Dr. Boom.
Well, but Dr. Boom is still insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Nimsh is Dr. Boom.
Nimsh is Dr. Boom.
Yeah, with the pose.
It's like, why would I not play myself?
Yeah, why would he not play himself? Every time. And he just
Every
controls the RNG because he is the guy that makes the bombs.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yeah.
So do I ban the mage?
Do you ban
scared.
the mage? Well, the thing with the mage is there's only like 4 1-drops, and Nimsh hit it every single game. So like the chances of that is pretty unlikely. And then
But then you have Mech Warper, you have Innovate.
yeah, if you draw Mech Warper and
So
the
like
other
six-
mechs,
so
and
like
then you
6
have
1-drops kinda.
non-mechs, and then you have Fireballs clunking it up, and then you have Frostbolts clunking it up. So more than likely you don't 3-0 someone with Mech Mage, but it's happened twice this tournament, so anything
Uh-oh.
can happen.
Okay.
Mech Mage is definitely scary.
All right, so yeah, we'll be right back. I'm going to be facing Nimsh, so we'll probably get Savish to cast alongside Firebed, I believe, or if anybody else wants to cast, I'm not really sure. Oh my god, your eyes are so blue. Yeah, those are pretty damn blue.
Yeah.
It's uncanny.
Your eyes are brown.
No kidding.
I don't-
But blue is like the difference thing, right? Isn't it like 1 out of 8 chance that you get blue eyes?
Are you hitting on me, Amaz?
No. I'm like, is it scientific? What the heck? Alright, we'll be right back. God damn it, Fireball, you ruined it.
C'est mieux, c'est beaucoup mieux, c'est beaucoup plus agréable parce que je suis pas en mode ouais bon c'est le mec qui vient caster etc. Ou il a pillé le billet de train comme ça, c'est oh Marmotte t'es qualifié c'est bien, tu représentes un peu Millennium, c'est cool on a un joueur. Tout de suite pour moi c'est beaucoup plus valorisant, c'est beaucoup plus agréable. Warcraft, parce que je suis un grand fan de tous les jeux Blizzard. Je joue à Warcraft 2 depuis la sortie du jeu, ça doit être 97. J'ai toujours été énormément fan de l'univers. Et en plus, à côté de ça, j'ai beaucoup joué à Magic à niveau semi-pro pendant 15 ans. D'ailleurs, j'ai arrêté le début de l'année à cause d'Hearthstone. Je ne vais pas faire les deux à temps plein. Et du coup, voilà, comme je dis, univers de Warcraft que j'adore, plus un jeu de cartes, concept que j'adore, forcément, voilà, ça m'a attiré directement. J'avais déjà beaucoup joué à Warcraft également en jeu de cartes qui était sorti avant, qui était à l'époque fait par, je ne sais plus, je me demande si c'était pas Cryptozoïde qui avait le jeu. Et du coup j'aimais déjà bien le jeu, du coup là j'ai vu que c'est une version qui reprenait à peu près les mêmes règles. J'aimais beaucoup le système de héros qui est différent, le fait qu'il n'y ait pas de mana comme Jig, du coup le fait qu'on n'ait pas besoin de piocher des cartes. Qui fait que des fois tu peux avoir des problèmes, tu peux pas jouer certaines cartes, etc. Du coup deux concepts, plus la facilité du jeu, le fait que ce soit sur internet. Et du coup, comme en plus j'avais un métier à l'époque où je travaillais beaucoup les nuits, beaucoup les week-ends, j'avais pas le temps de me déplacer, etc. Du coup, tout ça. Ça s'est un peu fait par hasard, en fait. Genre complètement par hasard au départ, j'étais rédacteur bénévole pour le portail Hearthstone. Et du coup, au bout d'un moment, j'ai créé des articles. Pas énormément, parce qu'à chaque fois, j'écris des articles, c'était des pages, ça me prenait 15 heures à écrire. Du coup, j'en sortais un par mois. Puis du coup, la télé Hearthstone s'est mise en place et Sansa m'a demandé ah, Marmotte et tout, ça dirait pas de stream. J'ai dit non. Non, mais stream, c'est pas pour moi, etc. Du coup, après, résolution 2014, ça a été ça. Genre à 7h du matin, le 1er janvier, je me suis dit ah putain, j'ai quand même essayé une fois de stream, tiens, pour voir. Parce que je voyais 2-3 personnes sur la TV, elles me disaient, je vais quand même pouvoir faire mieux que ça. Et du coup, voilà, j'ai testé le truc, ça a bien pris, puis au fur et à mesure, je passé de plus en plus de temps, ça me plaisait de plus en plus. Et voilà. Le chaman, parce que je trouve qu'elle peut quasiment parer à toutes les situations, surtout maintenant en plus qu'ils ont rajouté un heal. C'est une classe qui est extrêmement polyvalente et j'aime bien en fait de pouvoir, quand je joue une classe, de me dire bon là je vais pas jouer contre tel match, c'est perdu. Ou jouer contre tel match, ouais super, j'ai 70% de gagner. En fait j'aime pas arriver à un match, je dois quasiment connaître le résultat, ce qui est le cas sur certaines confrontations avec certains jeux. Justement ce que j'aime bien sur le shaman, c'est qu'on a toujours nos chances contre tous les jeux. Alors oui, je l'apprécie, j'aime vraiment bien parce que en fait ça renouvelle la méta qui était un petit peu figée depuis 6 mois. Donc en fait on m'aurait mis n'importe carte, il y a des nouveaux jeux qui existent, j'aurais trouvé ça forcément génial parce que c'est du changement. Et dans un jeu de cartes, c'est le pire des choses, c'est que ce soit sclérosé, c'est qu'il n'y ait plus de nouvelles cartes, qu'il n'y ait plus d'innovation. Donc c'est forcément génial pour ça. Le point positif que j'aime beaucoup, c'est de remettre à la mode les classes qui ne fonctionnaient plus avant, qui étaient le mage et le paladin, et justement nerfer celles qu'on voyait tout le temps, qui étaient le chasseur et le voleur. Du coup, ce rééquilibrage, j'aime bien. Le point négatif, c'est le portail instable. Je veux pas cette carte, je peux pas. Voilà, c'est tout, cette carte, je peux pas.
Alright, hello, hello. So they are right there. We have our next match. This is the losers finals from Group B. Amaz playing against Nimsh.
He bans the
And,
druid.
Druid's getting banned from Nimsh. And Nimsh is banning the Warlock. No surprise
Warlock.
there.
So they're both keeping the exact same bans that they've been doing all tournament long.
That was kind of to be expected, I think. Like, no reason to change it here.
I mean, it might be like a little predictable for your opponent though.
But is there some mind games? Do you think with those lineups that they could have done something? Like, if they predicted that Druid ban, for example?
I don't. I'm not as familiar with the decks as they are, so
Yeah, me neither.
because they're their decks.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
apparently
the
not. I guess
matchups
it's
as well.
just, or maybe they thought like the other one's gonna change it, so like I don't change it, or
Yeah.
bunch of mind games.
I guess there could be some thinking going into for example, like if Nimsh knew that Amaz is banning the Druid, that he could ban maybe the Warrior, because the Druid is like usually the counter to Warrior,
for sure.
so his Warrior counter is getting banned. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we are actually going to see maybe the Warlock from Nimsh this time around. We don't
Maybe.
even know what kind of Warlock it is.
No.
That's gonna be
idea.
exciting, because the Nimsh is capable of playing both.
Yeah, I would bet money on the zoo.
Yeah, I also like my first instinct would be that it's Zoo, since it's Nimsh. But who
Maybe we'll
knows?
see like Demon Lock or something cool.
Yep.
All right.
That would be really nice to see.
So we got a Maz there from Team Archon.
Mm-hmm.
Nimsh,
And Nimsh from Loud9.
Cloud9. Age 31.
Yep.
And a Maz 23.
So Nimsh has the edge there.
The experience advantage.
Experience advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. There's the French casters. There's myself on fire. Hello.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't know. It's gonna be really close. Based on the lineups, I have no idea. I guess it might come down to how well Amaz can deal with the mech mage. What do you think? What deck would you use to take out the mech mage?
I feel like the priest is gonna do decently well against the mech mage. So, I think he was expecting Nimsh to lead with the mech mage, like Nimsh has done every series so far.
Yeah.
So that's why he led with the priest here, hoping to get the mech mage.
So
with it.
a smart decision from Nimsh here then.
Yeah, he switches it up. So he's like mind games. He's going to do the exact same ban and then change what he's going to lead up with. So he's going to pretend like he's doing the same thing and switch it up last minute.
Yep. But
So-
also like another thing is that I think we saw in the previous set Amaz was picking priest into warrior, right?
Yeah,
so
but it
I
did
don't think
lose.
he's yeah,
he's
but-
still comfortable with it.
but
I
he's
guess,
comfortable with the matchup, so he's probably not too sad up to see this happen.
for sure. Northstar Cleric turn 1. It's a good pickup.
Mhm.
Oftentimes you don't want to play it out in turn 1 though. Fear the fire.
No. Right, and Amaz was saying it himself that when he played against the Fishu, that he was getting a bit greedy with the Shadow Word Pains, which we were also thinking.
Yeah.
So I would expect him not to try to get too greedy this time around.
Yeah, definitely he's probably going to play a little bit safer.
Yeah,
We
a
see
bit faster.
Yeah, we see an unstable ghoul here from Nimsh, meaning like his warriors maybe more geared towards anti-aggro, which could really punish him in this like heavy control matchup.
Yeah.
Because that unstable ghoul could instead be some sort of big legendary.
I agree. Like it's such a weird card because in some matchups it's like against Hunter, let's say, like a bit faster Hunter. It can be absolutely amazing.
For sure.
But here it's not so strong.
Well, yeah, it's just gonna accomplish barely anything throughout the match.
I wonder if he got something like the whirlwinds for that. That's like quite often the case. Like if
Yeah.
you play unstable ghoul, then there's no whirlwinds or only one whirlwind or so.
So it doesn't hurt you that bad.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get
Yes.
it out here and trade for the Pyromancer.
I'm still prefer to have the whirlwind over the ghoul, but
Yeah.
the whirlwind is not that great, so it's kind of okay.
Power with shield isn't a bad pickup. If he chose to take that route.
I guess the shield might be okay. Yeah.
Warrior's gonna gain a lot of armor from this.
Blingtron.
Well, he he identified that Nimsh probably doesn't have a weapon, so. Delay.
Sad he doesn't get the minion from that because it heals up to full. But it's still okay. Pretty strong.
Yeah, you still get a card, and the Pyromancer's not dead.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. You get to save the coin too with this play. I thought he was gonna coin heal. But he values the coin more than he values the 1-2 body. Which is probably fair. Double armor smith.
Seems like a really weak start from Nimsh. No weapons at all, and those minions are not really doing anything.
Weapons are really important.
Yeah, they are.
You could even like coin Holy Nova, clear the whole
Yeah.
board here. Unless Nimsh makes that attack to play around coin Holy Nova. He's almost aiming at the cleric there. Then coin Holy Nova would be a lot weaker. Would you Holy Nova here?
I don't know. Coin Holy Nova. He does throw 2 cards, and it does clear the board. So I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
what more do you want from it?
I mean, it doesn't really get any better now that I think more of it.
Yeah.
I was actually doing the math wrong at first. I was thinking that the armor smith would survive, but nope.
Oh yeah, one of them survives with 1 health, but then you just.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it does die. Yeah, it dies. Because you get the coin and the Holy Nova. They're both spells. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really great.
Yeah. And then he's drawing 2 more cards with the circle.
Yep.
Wow, he's really cycling. If this
Zero.
game goes super late, the priest might be at a disadvantage because it'll fatigue faster. But I
Wow.
think with his hand it's correct though. He had so many like not too useful cards in his hand.
No.
He's really, if he gets towards that Harrison, he gets the Blingtron Harrison synergy. Ooh, 1 turn off from the Shadow Madness Recombobulator. Plays disgusting. So we see the less greed now. He does not try and set up that Shadow Madness Recombobulator. He just takes the free kill with the Shadow Word Paint.
He can do it later. I mean, we
Yeah.
can see that there's another Belcher coming up at some point.
For sure. There's just always going to be targets for it at
Yeah.
some point. If he plays the Belcher here, he's going to be extremely sad. Ooh, Gorehow. But
Wow.
we see Amaz has Blingtron and Harrison Jones.
Yeah,
to do
there's
it.
like not just 1 answer, but 2.
Oh yeah. Alright, Shadow Madness Recombobulator.
Yep.
That's
That's way
play.
too good to pass up.
That is so strong. The priest is really just working this time.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow! Did that really just happen?
Doomguard!
No, that's pretty sick.
Oh my gosh. It still dies to the Gorehowl, but then there's the Harrison
Wow.
Jones for the Blingtron. Now
That's
if he does
amazing.
Gorehowl the Doomguard, do you Blingtron first to try and get him with a weapon that has more charges to get more value out of the Harrison Jones? Oh, he's going with the Brawl.
I can't blame him for that.
Oh, yeah.
There was 4 minions out there.
Alright, Doomguard does not survive. Instead,
That's
it's just a 1-1.
That's a bit unfortunate for Amaz, but still, like, he's in the driver's seat for sure.
Oh yeah.
So
Nimsh
far
only has
ahead.
4 cards.
He got 10 cards against 4.
Yeah.
I guess he's winning.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We've seen the brawl, so we can just flood the board with like Dark Cultist
Yep.
and Soul Priest. Or double Dark Cultist or Share Cleric. Yeah, however you want to reload the board there. The world's yours. The Light Bomb's gonna lose a lot of value though because he's ahead on board.
But it doesn't matter, he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Like, I think Amaz needs to like disconnect or something to lose this game.
It has happened before.
Yeah.
Now Gorehowl or Ragnaros.
I would Gorehowl.
Yeah, me too.
The rack is like, there's so many bad targets for it.
There's so many bad targets for it, and he's drawn so many cards already. Like, there's so many things. You gotta be afraid of like 2 Shadow Word Deaths and a Vol'jin. Amaz may only be running 1 Shadow Word Death though.
But see, knowing the cards, this one works out better than the Gorehowl would have.
Yeah, knowing the cards, of course. So I guess you're just fearing the Harrison Jones and the Blingtron more than you're fearing Shadow Word Death.
Yep. Does Amaz play any Shadow Word Deaths at all? I don't think we saw any in the previous game, so maybe there's like none.
I believe he runs 1. And Vol'jin.
Okay.
So like Vol'jin kind of substitutes as the second Shadow Word Death.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just gonna take the Light Bomb. then
Okay. I think that's pretty good. He doesn't need to save it.
Yeah. Oh, and then he gets Vol'jin. If he would have went for the heal, he would have gotten Vol'jin to use on the regulars. But he can use this on the Alexstrasza to make him out.
Yep.
And if the Gorehowl comes out, he's got Harrison Jones. He just has answers for days.
Yeah.
And soon enough, he's going to draw into the other Shadow Madness, and he has the other Recombobulator ready.
Mm-hmm.
This is looking very good for Amaz.
Extremely good. So do you Blingtron or Harrison?
I have no idea.
I guess the Harrison is safer
Yeah,
because
it's way
because
safer.
this could be a
Another
Harrison, and he could get like a Doomhammer, and the warrior with a Harrison could just climb back.
Yeah.
Right away. Right away.
Yeah, now he's just trying to empty cards out of his hand. He has so many cards.
So many cards. Yeah, he doesn't need to. Well, he can't even draw. He would
He's
have
got
discarded.
Vol'jin to answer a big thing. He's got Shadow Madness Recombobulator to answer a small thing.
There's even Shrinkmeister, so he can even like.
Yeah.
That's no way for Nimsh.
I mean, it really just spiraled out of control early.
Sure did.
So as Nimshir, what do you think his best route to victory would be?
To victory, I don't really think there is any way, but I mean, this such desperate times.
I mean, there has to be some hope.
I honestly don't know.
Do you go for like the fatigue plan? Try and. He doesn't have Brawl anymore though. Gorehowl's gone. It's really
Yes.
hard to value all these little minions.
Yeah. Kind of like the weapon. I guess he has to like try to burst down Amaz somehow. So like set up the weapon and then go like Alexstrasza and get some sick top decks. But I don't know.
Well, we can see the Shrinkmeister Shadow Madness Recombobulator here.
Uh-huh. Or he could just Blingtron into
Yeah, or
Gladiator
you can try and
Swamp.
Blingtron into lethal here.
Or no, actually, in the Gorehowl that would have been lethal. Wait, this is lethal. How much is that?
8, 9, 10. 11, 12 with the
2 damage, so because he could have Valence chosen.
yeah.
It's not quite there.
Yeah, so he's just taking the safe play going with the Recombobulator. He could get another Doomguard.
Ooh, there's someone.
Elite Tauren Chieftain comes out with some rock and roll.
Yeah, that's not bad. But 5 cards, was that right? Did I see right? Oh my goodness. There's 3 cards now.
Yeah, he's got like no cards left.
So,
If Nimsh had like triple innervate Brawl, he could like Brawl and then Alexstrasza and be fine.
yeah, that would do it. Up, there's still 15 on the board. That's game.
He's dead.
Right away. Right away.
Wow. That got out of hand quick.
Yeah. The Doom card, even though Amaz got lucky there, it was like he could have gotten any kind of crappy minion, he would have still been.
Yeah, the
on
tempo swing
doing
of the
so
Shadow
well.
Madness into Recombobulator is
Yep.
just disgusting.
Yeah,
you
it
take
sure
their
is.
5-drop and then make it your 5-drop
Mm-hmm.
for only 6 mana.
Yay, that's
It's a
not
10
bad.
mana swing for 6 mana.
Yeah,
It's insane.
so sick when you actually get to pull it off.
Yeah.
In some other matchups, it's not that easy though. Because
Yeah,
I tried
yeah.
playing that on ladder, and it's not that. It didn't felt that consistent in against some other decks.
Yeah, it didn't.
Like if there's like a, let's say, Spectral Knights instead of the Sludge
yeah, that's
Pelters.
the problem.
Yeah, it doesn't work quite as well.
Alright. So the handlock. Nimsh is playing handlock instead of Zoo.
Yep. Should be a good matchup. I mean, knowing Amaz's list, we saw like 27 cards from the deck, and there
we've
was no Shadow or Death.
Yeah,
so
we've seen
I'm,
no Shadow or Death yet.
I'm starting to think that it might not even be there, and that's absolutely huge for Nimsh
For sure.
if there's no Shadow or Death. And many of those combo thingies, I mean, there's still the Pelters, so they're not
Yeah.
completely useless, but it can be difficult to use.
And Amaz is probably gonna mulligan for Zoo here.
Yeah, I would against Nimsh.
Yeah. So
I
that's
can't
also
blame
gonna be a
him for
problem,
that.
'cause
And
the
it-
Warlock hasn't been revealed yet.
And it feels a bit like safer to just mulligan for Zoo if you don't know, because you need the right cards against Zoo, but against Handlock you can sometimes like get away with it, because you have more draws for the right cards for early game anyway.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Well, Nimsh knows about the Light Bomb. So that's also really important.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
that's
if you
really
don't
huge.
know about the light bomb and you extend like 2 molten giants late in the game.
Mhm.
you
For
could
his
just
sake,
die.
I hope he will keep it in mind,
Yeah,
because that can swing the game around.
it's gonna be extremely important.
Yeah, absolutely. So here I would expect a tap. I mean, you don't want to dark bomb that, because it prevents him from playing the giant.
Yeah, for sure. You just want to get the giant down ASAP,
Yeah.
especially since you most likely know there's no Shadow Word deaths.
Mhm. And also that there's no silence, so he could potentially tap into a Twilight Drake.
Yeah.
Against Priest, usually you wanna go Drake instead of a Giant on 4. But here, Giant is gonna be like just as good. One less toughness, but still.
He's 1 point of damage off from killing that giant. So
Going out Blingtron Gladiator's Longbow, maybe.
that would be disgusting. Looks like he might go for it.
Oh my god, what
I
is
mean,
it gonna
any
be?
weapon he gets, like, he's able to trade with the
Yeah,
giant
I mean,
using his board.
True Silver would be good, Arcanite Reaper. There's a lot of weapons
I
that
mean,
would do.
even Light's Justice, he can trade his whole board and kill the giant.
Yeah.
So
That's true. I mean, there's the coin effect and. Okay.
alright,
Just
said
a
he's
draw
going
instead.
For the draw. I wonder what he's looking for here.
Huh.
He has to have some card in mind.
Yeah,
Maybe it was a 2-mana spell.
I'm honestly not sure what he was exactly looking for there, but
Hmm.
he definitely had something in mind.
Okay.
Alright, I think that was a good trade. Even though we don't see a Mortal Coil in Nimsh's hand, I would also lean towards making that trade just because of the potential for Coil.
Definitely, definitely. He's got that Earthen Ring Farseer here that can heal back up this giant. So he
Yep.
can, like, Dark Bomb trade and Earthen Ring Farseer.
Seems pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet. Seems pretty awesome. That is going to be hard to come back from.
Indeed. He
I
needs
mean-
the Light Bomb.
If he Blinktrons and gets a 4 damage weapon. I really feel like Coin Blingtron was the play last turn.
I think so too. I might have liked it a little bit better. But here, I think it has to come down.
Yeah, it has to come down, and you have to get a bit lucky with it.
Yep. So
Growl.
what does he get? He needs something. Oh, no!
1 damage off. And the handlock with Light's Justice.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing that could have happened, but I mean, he really wanted the 4 power weapon to take a giant.
Yeah, of course.
Let's say True Silver Champion, Arcanite Reaper, something along those lines. That's
So if he got a
Right.
Doom Hammer, would you have hit the giant twice?
yes.
Just man mode it and take 16?
Yep.
That would have been sick.
He would have, because he was at full HP, right? So
Yeah.
I mean,
Still,
go to
16 's
14. I think
fine.
that's fine.
You think it's...
Then you can Thought Steal the Molten Giants next turn when you top deck the Thought Steal, so
There
you
you
can
go.
play those for cheap. Oh, but he can't Thought Steal them because they're in the hand. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's a sad Cabal Shadow Priest. Because
Yeah,
that's a,
the lights, or I mean, the Sword of Justice
Sort of.
prevents the Cabal.
yeah, it completely ruins it.
Wrecked.
So do you Madness?
You
Is
have
there-
to, really.
Is there any way to kill the giant? I don't see it. So probably start with the draw. Try to find a way to deal with the giant.
Yeah, if he runs Shadow or Death, he's got another try.
Yeah. I mean, it still could be there, but it seems like it's most likely it's not.
He can make a big
Wow.
old Blink, but it's gonna die to Siphon.
I got this.
I think you gotta preserve your health total here. Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Amaz agrees. That giant doing so much work. It's now turn 7 and it's still around.
The Shadow Madness is used without the Recombobulator, so
Mhm.
that's obviously not ideal at all.
No, not at all.
The Giant is so tough to kill. Could have been prevented if we just Blingtroned earlier and killed him.
Yeah. Would have been so much better to get a Gladiator's Longbow. So... Oh, but he can't... He can't shrink Cabal. It's not enough mana, and he can't even Shadow Word Pain because of the Sword of Justice. That's so
The Sword of Justice has been putting in some
so
work.
sick. Like it completely ruins the Cabal and the Shadow Word Pain.
That Sword of Justice was nuts.
You can see the Shadow Word Pain glowing green there, but it's just because of the playing it turn.
Oh, he's got the Shrinkmeister Shadow Word Bane.
Yeah, but usually, I mean, you can often do that without the.
The Sword of Justice puts in a little
Oh
more work.
no, that's so awkward.
I mean, your Blingtron lives, it's just vulnerable to Mortal Coil.
Mm-hmm.
So. Now, if you heal, you don't die to Dark Bomb, you don't die to Hellfire. You'd still die to Soulfire, but most handlocks have cut Soulfire, so I definitely think you should try and heal the face here.
I agree. I wouldn't be expecting a Soulfire here.
Instead,
Oh,
he's
wow.
going a little YOLO here. Heals the Giant back up
Yeah,
and the Blade Master back up.
I would kind of prefer the hero power on himself, but
Yeah, I mean, healing the
it's
Blade
not
Master
really-
up plays around Hellfire, but at the same time it doesn't because you die.
yeah.
So, you know?
But I guess like another way to look at it would be that if there was like a Hellfire, then he's like screwed anyway.
Yeah, that's why I say you should heal yourself.
Yeah,
Because,
so-
like, there's no point to play around it because you die. Like, it actually kills him on the board.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it makes no sense to play around it.
Okay.
And there's the Hellfire.
Yeah, so just risk the Hellfire and...
Yeah, I think you risk the Hellfire, heal yourself. I mean, eventually you're probably going to die anyway, but it gives you another turn to sit there and hang out.
Yeah. That was pretty one-sided, but I think that the handlock matched up excellent against that. Like, fortunately for Gnims, he had
Yeah.
the handlock instead of the Zoo. The Zoo would have for sure been worse against that kind of priest
Definitely.
with the double Shadow Madnesses and stuff.
Yeah, the Zoo would have probably been stopped. I think that's the idea behind Amaz's lineup, is the priest is to counter Warrior and Zoo.
Most of the Warlocks have been Zoo.
Yeah, so the lineup's been working very nicely for him. This is the double Big Game Hunter Warrior.
Yeah, okay, so that should do
Do
it.
you even hold the Mountain Giant here? Because you're so afraid of the double Big Game.
Actually,
You
that's
just
a really
YOLO
good
mulligan
point.
for Drake.
I might have thrown it away now that
Yeah.
you reminded me of the double BGH. He's not drawing them. Amaz has been kind of drawing them a bit late at times. Like you remember the game we casted earlier where there was like Dr. Boom.
Yeah.
Dr. Boom got like 14 damage in before he was drawing
Yeah.
his BGHs.
So maybe he just won't draw them again.
Yeah. Could happen.
They're just off in his deck, slacking off somewhere. That's what happens when you run two of them. They get together and they just like take smoke breaks all the time.
Yeah. That's like kind of why decks that just do their own thing instead of reactive decks are better.
Yeah.
Because you don't just risk because when you play reactive cards you might draw them at wrong times.
Yeah, that's why Zoo is so strong and popular.
Yep.
the
So
big
that's
game
gonna
on
be a big game. He did get it in time this time.
Yeah, definitely worked out well for him. He's got the Lothab to follow it up too, to trade pretty efficiently with the Belcher.
Yep.
Or he can Deathbite Coin Cruel Taskmaster. Either of those seem fine. But
Death's Bite, Coin, Cruel Task, or
yeah,
just
and
Lothab.
trade with.
Yeah.
I think I would Lothab personally.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I think either one is fine. It's just if you use the Deathbite Coin Cruel Taskmaster, you're looking at 2 executes in your hand, and you only have the Deathbite Whirlwind to
Yeah,
activate them.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
I don't know
think
how
you're
many
right.
Whirlwinds he plays because he cut things for the Cleave we saw earlier and the Big Game Hunter. So he may be short on execute activators.
Yep.
So it might strictly just be better to play Lothab depending on how his deck's built.
Yeah, seems good. And that kind of protects the BGH from things like Dark Bomb as well.
Yeah. It looks like he is just Deathbite clearing it. That was not
Okay.
even something I was thinking of.
It's a bit surprising.
Yeah. He has nothing on the board now besides the Deathbite charge, and the Deathbite charge is really useless because there's the slime there.
Yeah.
So it's effectively he has nothing on the board. Unless he has some way to get through this slime.
Alright, well, there's a few 5/5s that he can choose from here.
Yeah, you got the whole selection of 5/5s here.
Yeah.
It's just
And
the
one
whole-
5/4. But
one
he's not gonna play that
not
one.
gonna-
I
Yeah,
would-
you
I
wait.
would
You wait
expect.
for the Jiraxis.
Mhm.
But one of those 5/5s looks pretty tasty. I would definitely pick Shield Maiden personally.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saving Lothar for exactly, but he really did not want to play it last turn.
I might have considered the Sylvanas.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, because the Watcher doesn't. I mean, it can't attack, so it kind of looks like a good board to
I
get
guess
some value with the Sylvanas.
it could like force a Shadow Flame, I guess.
Yeah,
which
that would have
be
kind of answered it, but it's still a 2/1.
I mean,
or
it's
3
going
and a
into
half
his
one.
Dr. Boom turn too, so you get to
2 and a
prevent
half
him
one.
from playing Dr. Boom.
Mhm.
It's decent.
Yeah, this has to be a Doom.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be a better time for Dr. Doom.
It's always a good
Dr.
time to play Dr.
Doom.
Boom.
I'm sorry, Dr. Boom. I guess Dr. Doom would fit the card as well. The bombs are quite big.
Well, he's got a few options though. He can silence the Watcher, trade the Watcher and the Slime for it.
Mhm.
Or you could silence the Watcher, then Argus the Slime and the Watcher, and trade and then the Watcher lives. But yeah, I personally would just drop
Yeah.
Dr. Boom.
I like the Boom a lot.
Plays kind of heavily into Brawl though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like it's
I
pretty
would
good brawl now.
just snap the Brawl here. But it's a tournament, so let's think about this. What else can you do? You can hit the Slime and then execute it, and then just develop Sylvanas or Lotheb. Or you can.
If he hits the slime with the weapon, it's like the
I mean,
bombs might.
Brawl's really high value in this matchup, right? For the Molten Giants. at
Yeah,
the end
it
there.
really is. Like I like keeping the brawl for Molten
Alright.
Giants, because it's like you don't have to care too much about how low your opponent is,
Exactly.
because the Molten Giants, because you can brawl after.
So as soon as they come out, you can just brawl.
And it also, when you see the brawl happen, it kind of frees the Warlock to just go all in. So
Yeah,
as long as the brawl is not played, the Warlock has to be really careful and maybe not be able to play all the stuff that he wants.
So it looks like he's just gonna execute it and then probably drop either Lotheb or Sylvanas.
Yep, that worked out really well. That was a bit dangerous, because if the Shield Maiden was taken out, it would have been a kind of disaster.
Yeah, that would have been terrible. So he held Lotheb earlier, so I imagine he's gonna play Sylvanas. Because it seems like he's holding Lotheb for something special. Or maybe he's just gonna play Lotheb now.
A lot of
Thinking
fine.
about it, yeah. I think Lotheb is better to play here than Sylvanas
Yeah.
is.
There's too much Shadow Flame value if you play the Sylvanas, because there could be like Shadow Flame Mortal Coil, and you would get completely wrecked by
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So the Lotheb's protecting the 5/4. It's protecting 10 damage on the board, which is actually a lot going into turn 8. So if he taps, then he could hit him in the face for 10 and Ragnaros, assuming he taps and doesn't taunt.
Yep.
Might be a bit pushing the assumptions, but it might have to force out an antique healbot earlier than he wanted to play it, or it might have to force out a defender earlier than he wants to play it.
I would lean towards like tapping and probably playing the Owl.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a bit
better.
dangerous because there's still the coin, so there could be like.
Well, the max damage you can see coming in is
No, but it's still
15.
15. It's still
Yeah.
only 15. So tapping. Yeah.
You're tapping it, you're fine.
A
As
bit
long
of
as
like
you kill the
sequencing
5/4.
error there, but I don't think there were like many cards that would have changed the play.
Looks like he's gonna gild the Lotheb.
Yep.
And then if the Shield Maiden trades with the Owl, it sets up a Mortal Coil.
That's true. Haven't seen any coils, and he was playing 2 antique bots and stuff, so it's possible that he only plays 1 coil.
Yeah, more than likely.
I don't agree with that. I think Mortal Coil is like extremely important, and I really valued running double coil highly. But many pros do got 1 coil.
Yeah, I've only been running one. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
it can get clunky sometimes. And some of the the control matchups, it feels so awful in most of the time.
Sometimes, but even if against something like a Belcher, you can pump a Twilight Drake into it, and the coil is really
Yeah.
valuable there.
For sure.
It's not the perfect card always, but it's been quite good.
He's running
From
2
my
Arguses,
experience.
so he's probably running 1 Coil. Because
Yeah.
Coil and Argus, although they like totally different cards, actually achieve the same purpose most of the time.
It's so weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Making the trades a bit better.
So
Like
with 2 Argus, there's
extending
definitely
trade.
has to be only 1 Coil.
Yeah.
I have no
I think it's even possible that there's no coils, but it seems unlikely.
Yeah, seems a bit unlikely. Sylvanas comes down. And we're out of owls from Nimsh, right? He's used both already. So this Sylvanas is guaranteed to get at least a 1-2. Unless he were to like hit it and then Shadow Flame the 1-2 and then coil.
Wow.
It seems kinda unnecessary.
Yeah, doesn't sound right. But I mean, I guess you kinda have to deal with it somehow.
If Nimsh just ignores the Sylvanas, then Amaz would be able to like Cruel Taskmaster the Sludge and trade the Sylvanas in to steal whatever else Nimsh plays. Kinda
What
make
about
you play.
Sun Fury, Siphon Soul, and hope he gets a Sun Fury?
All of your taunt givers while you're at 15 health? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, but he does play the defenders.
Looks like he's setting up the Hellfire here.
Ah,
Hellfire's like
I kinda like that. Hellfire can be difficult to get good value out of in this matchup.
Yeah, then after this you definitely have to play the heal bot.
Yeah, I can
wanna
get
be
behind
involved
this play.
here.
I think that was good.
Yeah, I think this is the correct route.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he just dies to Fiery Wind Axe, and probably see a Belcher come into play.
Mm-hmm.
So you just saw the Hellfire, so you could try and push the board with like double 5 drops here, but
Yeah,
it's a
good.
bit ambitious.
He still knows that there's the Shadow Flames out there.
Yeah,
Most likely just the Belcher and killed it off.
yeah, just Belcher and just waiting for that Grom.
Yeah.
He's got activators, he's got execute triggers, he's got the Brawl for the Moltens, and he's got Harrison for Jiraxis. Oh, there was an owl left.
I would give the edge here to Amaz for now, because Nimsh's hand seems... He's completely out of threats.
Yeah.
He has a lot of cards, but none of them
Do
are
anything.
doing anything,
Yeah.
really.
It's the big game hunters, man.
Yeah.
The big game hunter just killing the giant for free allows Amaz to have just an extra answer for other stuff. So now he's just got
Absolutely.
that execute sitting there waiting for when Nimsh draws his next
Yeah.
breath.
Oh man, that Siphon, it just doesn't feel right. He does have one more of those, so it's not completely bad.
Yo,
I would have ditched one on Sun Fury there, just to be able to tap first thing you do, not the following turn.
yeah, you definitely need to start getting more cards in your hand. It's very ambitious here.
Okay.
Amaz with no other damage in hand is going to set the hand lock to
Yep.
12. I mean, he has Brawl to clean up the Molten Giants, but maybe he's also trying to force a Jiraxis or something in the near future. Just to make his opponent scared. Wow, that is a good top deck.
Sure is. It should also set up for a good brawl board,
The big game hunter.
because he has to taunt up here.
It's not a bad Brawl board at all.
My shield for Argus.
He does have other ways to deal with this board too, like if he wants to save the brawl. But I would be really tempted to do it.
If that cleave was a Whirlwind, then he could Acolyte Whirlwind Execute. But unfortunately it's a cleave, which probably helps out against Zoo and some other aggro matchups.
Whoa!
Slime takes down the giant.
That worked out quite well.
Alright. I think I would Acolyte and then Cruel Task my Acolyte to just try and get closer to Grom.
Yeah, I agree. Because you have two cruels, so you can easily spend one here. You still have one for the Grom.
Yeah.
If there was only one cruel task, then probably no.
Yeah.
But this way, yeah.
So that's the first shield slam we've seen drawn, right?
Yeah.
And he's at 4 armor. So cleave plus a shield slam kills a giant right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's thinking about whether he wants to set his opponent to 11 or not.
I would just go face.
Yeah,
here.
at this point it's like,
yeah.
screw it.
Like, do you care?
Yeah, it's one less mana for each of them.
Then there's like he has both shield slam and the execute, so he has ways to deal with those.
Yeah, he's got the cleave, execute, shield slam. Kill both giants.
I don't necessarily call the mistake not attacking, but
Yeah.
it's so tiny thing. Like,
It
Yeah.
could matter.
doesn't matter at all.
It might.
It might.
It might. You never
We'll
know.
see. It's unlikely, but it might. So Owl Shadow Flame. It's pretty good.
Yeah, denying the draw. So you
Yeah.
can't get
Sylvanas
back
was already played, so he can freely spend his last silence here.
Yeah.
Sylvanas is like the #1 target for for Sylvanas, for silence. For silence when you're playing against a warrior. Like that's the card you struggle the most with if you don't have a silence. But yeah, with that already being gone, you can just deny the draw.
Alright, just Belcher coming out to play here. He paused for a second, maybe to think about the shield slam, but then was just like, no.
Yeah, I agree with keeping it. There's
Yeah.
still threats left.
Yeah,
Both
there's
the mold and giants, and I think even
both drakes.
and both drakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does play silence.
So he's got an execute for one of the giants, 2 shield slams for the drakes, and does he have a big game hunter left?
Yeah, he has one.
So then he has 1 big game hunter left, and then he has Harrison Jones for the Jiraxis. So he has answers for every possible threat somewhere in his deck.
There's the giant. Nimsh really needed it, and the brawl is gone now, so he can set up quite powerful board here.
Shields up.
However, Amaz still has the ability to just kill all of it.
Yeah, Amaz still has answers for pretty much everything.
Dark Bomb coming out.
Wow.
Wow. Definitely just take the 2 shield slams. Right? You get a savior
I think so too.
and execute's just way more flexible, especially since now Nimsh has board control, so he's gonna be able to start chipping off that armor.
Slam the drake, slam the giant.
Yeah, and
How
then
many-
just kind of hang out with the U's.
Yeah. Wonder how many cards are left. Probably save the Harrison for now, just for Jiraxis. I mean, Jiraxis could be coming out. How
Yeah.
many was that? He had 11, but I didn't. I
I
missed
didn't
that.
see, it was too fast.
Yeah.
He does not have many though. Nimsh is probably gonna be just fatigued out of this game. Unless
Shield
he
some,
draws
like pass.
yeah. Like, cause even if he draws like Twilight Drake and Molten Giant now, the Twilight Drake is very insignificant because he's gonna only have 4 cards.
Yep.
So it's just gonna be a 4/4.
And
So he's just debating if he wants to shield slam or if he wants to execute here. Personally, I would choose the shield slam, but I mean, you get a 2/2 body on the field with the execute, so could be relevant. Trades with Sun Fairy Protector, but yeah, shield slam. I think it's better just because you don't know how long that armor is gonna last for.
yeah.
Oh, he's gonna take.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna even kill the 2/2. All right, so if his board gets cleared by maybe the second Hellfire or that Shadow Flame or something, he has no activator in his hand left for the execute. That's the second Cruel Taskmaster used, so he doesn't have that for activating Grom. He hasn't used any Whirlwinds, so he potentially has a Whirlwind left. I can't imagine he runs 2 Whirlwinds.
I kind of would have liked to see the Cruel Taskmaster being saved.
Yeah, just because Grom activator, execute activator. I feel like it's a bit ambitious just to throw it on the table.
Both players really out of gas. There's a Jiraxis, but there's also the counter to Jiraxis. But other than that, there's just removal and nothing to remove. And a tiny strike.
And Amaz still has the coin anchoring his hand. So it's always a solid card to have at turn like 100.
I think you gotta move your mic a bit closer. It's Baston, not Brawl. Thanks, guys. Okay. Shadow Flame.
Shadow
Wow.
Drake. He's really afraid of dying.
Yeah.
That Fiery Warx is actually a solid pickup here. And definitely hold the Jones. Because here comes Jiraxis. And it's gonna be met with a howdy.
Looking good for Amaz. He's not gonna fatigue just yet. Wow, and that.
The top
Yeah.
deck.
That's
But,
just really huge, that giant. But I
He's
mean,
gonna
he
be able to
can
draw
still
an
deal with
execute
it.
activator for sure.
And like he has, what? He's gonna draw 8 cards.
7 cards because he swung.
8 cards on the turn. No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, and
total,
the turn,
total of
yeah,
8
yeah.
cards. So he's gonna pick up the last big game hunter almost certainly.
Almost, yeah. And that's the answer to every single threat Nimsh has.
Yep.
So that'll be the end. Unless he doesn't get it. Oh, he's got Whirlwind.
Wow, this is.
Oh, the last
there
one.
it is. I was like,
Oh,
really?
sigh of relief there. And you probably just swing face with the weapon.
Yeah, for sure. It's another weapon waiting.
So Amaz's deck just had an answer for everything. So as soon as he got off the ground in the beginning, he just slowly drew into all the answers, and it was good.
Amaz's warrior deck is really seemed tweaked against this. With the double big game. So strong.
Yeah. Definitely geared towards more anti-control to beat up on handlock and things like it.
He's actually 1 damage off lethal here, but it's like whatever. You can just kill him next and then. It's like counting it up. Is it lethal with Dr. Boom if you go Whirlwind and hit both of the bombs on face? but no.
Well, getting the Shield Maiden out there for board presence, and you can never be too careful.
Yeah.
You always gotta fear the 2-card 34 damage combo.
So.
That belongs in a museum.
Fortunately, that's just gonna help.
Yeah.
Fatigue faster.
He could play the
got
the
a
heal
Elden
bot
Ring
and
in hero
concede, or play the Farseer and then concede.
Those options.
Yeah. I guess if he Farseers, he can also Infernal before the concede.
Yeah. I mean that gets the most like actions done, so.
Yeah. I kinda like the Farseer Infernal concede.
Yeah. Plus you hide the second heal bot in case for some reason
I
you play
had
this
from
again
who?
against the bots.
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go.
That's gonna be lethal.
That's pretty convincing from Amaz. I feel like even though the game was really long, Amaz was in
Yeah.
the lead the whole way through.
Yeah, just in control the entire game.
Yeah, there was not that many opportunities for Nims to really like get back into it or get the
Yeah,
board
after the
control or
first
anything.
Big game hunter, like the tempo shift of that was just done.
Yeah,
And
it was
then,
pretty big.
Amaz just controlled the game and spaced out all of his resources. Just knew he had an answer to every single threat and answered every single threat.
Yep, really well
So,
played.
Yep.
So now Nimsh is down to his mage.
Ooh, scary.
He
We've
did
seen Mage
3-0
do-
with it before.
Yeah. Mage can do anything, man. And these big game hunters are not going to help very much against the mage, besides against the Dr. Boom.
Nope. Dr. Boom is the only target in there.
Well, Mech Warper in the starting hand is really good, and Snow Chugga.
Wow.
Extremely good against Warrior.
And there's no fire axe.
No Fiery Wind Axe. If you have the Fiery War Axe as Warrior, I'd say you're favored in the matchup. But if you don't have it, I'd say you're unfavored. And you don't actually have that high chance of getting it. You know, it's only 2 cards out of your 30. So,
There's Chaka.
well, you could have Whirlwind to set up to armor and shield slam it next turn to then be able to Deathbite.
Yes. That's so weird. I don't know, that sounded pretty interesting, but
It could be,
yeah,
right?
there's a lot of cards.
I mean, you need to get this Deathbite out there and start clearing with it.
That's true. It's
Things
quite
to think
important.
about.
Wow.
This is just a problem. This is like the dream draw for Nimsh and the nightmare draw for Amaz. So I predict this to be pretty one-sided.
He needs to draw the brawl.
Yeah, the
I think
brawl.
it comes down to the brawl. He's gonna get 3 draws from the Acolyte.
Yeah, so he's got a decent chance.
Yeah, I
Can
mean,
he
he's
shield
gonna
block?
draw a lot of stuff.
He can shield block, shield slam, kill the 3.
Yeah, I think so. I think they got the biggest threat, just to like try to kind of keep up with the game. Or you could even like shield slam the Chaka.
Yeah, once you get to turn 6, I guess you're just dropping shield maidens. So you're healing every turn, so you could potentially recover. Alright, looks like he's going for the Mech Warper kill. Or the Chugga kill. One of the two.
I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah, you want to be able to start killing things with this Deathbite. It's something.
Yeah. So Nims can play the Blast Mage or he can play the Blast Mage. Oh, he went with the Blast Mage. So
I like that commentary.
No decisions with the mech mates really. Like the only thing is like what do you coin out sometimes, but it's like so straightforward with that deck.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the
If he's-
execute on the
Then there's a
1/1
death spite on the 5/4.
and the death blade on the 5/4.
Is that game? 5? Yeah, that's no.
Yeah,
He doesn't have mana
He doesn't
for
have
it
the
yet.
mana for it.
Okay, yeah, he's
He's
one
only
mana
got-
shot.
He's only got 11. Oh, you can play. Yeah, I think the Drake's fine. I think Mech Warper Fireball's fine. But I think Drake is definitely the best. You could Frostbolt that turn too. If you were to like Frostbolt and Mech Warper and Ping.
Mm.
Just so he can't Deathbite your guys. Might not have been a bad route to go. Now we have
Yes.
Deathbite.
Needs to shield block into another removal, right?
Yeah. 'Cause he's facing down 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can execute shield block. Well, if he played the armor,
I guess
smith with
he's
it, he would've got one
no.
more armor, but then it would have died to the 3.
Okay, he does survive here, even without
Yeah.
the second removal, because he gets the 5 armor. Maybe there's still a tiny chance for Amaz.
The recovery begins.
Yep.
The burn spells are not gonna help him very much unless he
No.
draws like one more.
There's
So-
2 shield maidens coming up.
Yeah.
It's not over just yet.
If he gets a shield slam with one of those shield maidens, it would be sick.
Yep.
Ah, the greed. He even drops armor smith here
Mm-hmm.
instead of armoring up.
Hello.
Wow.
What?
That's it. He didn't armor. He dropped armor smith.
Oh,
instead.
that's right. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
Greedy.
missed. I was like, I was so
Greedy.
caught up on the armor up. Yeah.
So greedy.
So Nims takes it. Wow. What do you think? If he didn't play the armor smith, would he have won that? Like, what were the
Would
chances?
he have won?
There were 2 shield maidens, 2.
Yeah, there were 2 shield maidens. He's got a chance, but I still think he's in a losing position, and it's
Mhm.
really just going to depend on like Nimsh's next top deck. If he gets something like an Azure Drake that's going to refill his hand and he can keep flooding minions,
Yeah, it's
or
true.
if he gets something like a large mech that's good board presence, then he can
And-
probably still win the game.
Yeah, Nims would have, even with just a kind of weak minion-wise weak hand, he would could have added 3 more damage on the
Yeah.
board. So
So,
Yeah.
or like a Blast Mage would have connected for 4.
most likely it didn't matter.
Yeah. So we come out with the Hunter. Chad Arcane Golems yesterday, so a bit
Wow.
aggressive.
Look at that hand from Nims. He can coin the mech warper and just play the 1-drops. That is so
Nimsh.
sick.
Nimsh has a God Hand. Amaz has a God Hand. They're
Mhm.
ready for action.
And that Jeeves is not that useful in this matchup because the mage benefits from it almost as much as you do.
Yeah. That's, that's not so good.
That's ridiculous. So
Uh,
definitely coin the mech warper and play the 1-drops, right? That's what I would do. But no, but that's
can't
not.
play
Oh,
both
but that's not
one-drops.
a mech.
You only play 1/1 drop.
Yeah, the Cogmaster is not a mech, so it's not that obvious.
It's not.
I was thinking it's a mech, but it's not.
You could play both 1-drops.
Mhm.
You could do that. Alright, well, Amaz is going to respond with Knife Juggler for sure.
Yep.
Interesting Frostbolt decision. Usually, you want to develop minions and save removal for like the last resort.
Powering up. Portals online.
Alright, so we're going to see some Knife RNG.
Yep.
Oh,
This-
double Jeeves is not what you want to see.
This is pretty huge. Like, can he hit the juggle on the 2-1? Could
Double
help a
Jeeves
lot.
is so bad.
Whoa,
Oh!
he gets it!
He gets it.
1 out of 3.
Man, he should have played Arcane Golem.
It's pretty good.
You have to trade. Bad things happen if you don't trade. Yeah, double Jeeves is so
Look at
fucking-
that hand from Amaz. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Double Jeeves.
I mean, he had the Dream Start and he drew into double Jeeves.
Oh no.
Nimsh had the Dream Start and drew into more.
Wow,
of the
and
dream.
Mech Warper. That allows him to play 2 things this turn. So he can drop the Mech Warper and then the heart.
No, you can't do
Okay.
Mech Warper as well.
Oh no, sorry. He had 3 mana. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The bow's not a bad pickup.
Yeah.
Not a great
That's
pickup.
a good draw. That's a good draw.
He's got a trade here to play around Goblin Blast Mage.
Both players seem to have kind of weak hands right now.
As soon as he top decks another mech, though.
Yep. Like that can be fixed
Oh.
really fast.
Not a mech.
Do you stealth that?
Yeah, you stealth it for sure.
Yeah,
and you
I think
probably
so
just
too.
play the Cogmaster.
Like, why would you save it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with this. It's really good with the Think Master coming up.
Animal Companion's not a bad draw.
I mean, it's playable.
And you just bow down the other guy.
The Misha should be okay.
You turn it into a Yeti. Or do you value the hero power more?
It's
I guess as a Yeti it
close.
still dies to Fireball.
Yeah, so probably not. Like the one health difference doesn't seem very meaningful. I guess it would survive Frostbolt being in that case, but
yeah,
still, it's not
you've
that
already
huge.
seen a Frostbolt, so I guess it's
Mhm.
fine.
Those two Chiefs in Amaz's hand are so useless here.
Yeah.
I mean, Nims can get just Nims
Nim
can
should
get
be able
even
to get
more
more
draws.
cards. Yeah.
yeah, like Nims would benefit more from those than Amaz himself.
It's actually just counterproductive.
Yeah.
The Fireball.
Yep. So the spare part would only had been wasted, but he would have missed 2 damage on face. It's really unfortunate draw from Amaz.
Yeah.
So do you like Arcane Golem into the Make Warper?
Yeah, you Arcane Golem,
Oh,
armor
man.
plating the Arcane Golem, and run it into the back one.
Ah, this feels so wrong. But it's
mean-
in this situation, it's the right call.
Mech Mage can't do much with the extra mana anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he top decks Dr. Boom here. Then you can do a lot with the extra
Dr.
mana.
Boom. Dr. Boom for
Oh,
Dr.
Ezra
Boom.
Jake is a
well,
really
that's
solid
like
pickup.
almost as good.
And the extra mana is going to allow him to get the ping off, which is
Yep.
actually sick. So he's thinking between either ping or play Anoya-chan. I like the Anoya-chan play.
Yeah, it's
Buffs
pretty
your
good.
guys, you can trade with the Undertaker. The Arcane Golem likely isn't trading with the Ezra Drake.
Yeah, I like it as well. I think he has to Jeeves. I mean,
Yeah.
it feels bad, but he has to do it.
Yeah, has to be done. Now, do you trade with the Arcane Golem so that it dies to the Explosive Trap?
Oh no.
Otherwise, next turn he's probably just gonna ping off the Arcane Golem.
Yeah.
But
Or empty his hand for the Jeeves.
yeah,
That's like both are so bad.
yeah.
I would probably bump it into that, but I mean, it's so useless.
Well, you have a bow. It's not.
Oh wow! Well, here the Azure Drake is not so good because the Jeeves is out.
Still not bad though. You could play
No.
Ezra Drake and Tinkertown Technician and have one card in your hand.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not that.
You should definitely. Oh, he's playing right into the Explosive Trap.
Yeah, this is a mistake for sure. Like he should have went face first to trigger the explosives.
Yeah.
It's like no.
If
I
Amaz draws
don't
the
understand.
other explosive,
Yeah,
it'd be really sick.
that was a bit of a mistake.
Yeah. It's weird that he only played one minion too. He like half committed to his mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of funny. He's gonna leave Jeeves alive so he can draw another card here. But Jeeves is gonna be able to trade up with Direwolf Alpha. Ooh, the second explosive trap. That mistake could really
Wow.
punish him.
Yeah, that ended up being really meaningful.
So he could explosive trap Direwolf Alpha, trade into the 4/4, and then just bow the face.
Yeah, just like, wow. Bow, explosive trap. I don't know. That is Nims is really getting punished by that thing here. It looked at first it looked like it might have not been that big of a deal, but now with that explosive trap draw,
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely a big deal. Gonna play Jeeves. And then he's not gonna get the extra bow charge from this, but at least it's not bad. Just the
Bow and
cards
kill
are more
command, that's a
important.
lot of damage. But the mage is still at 24.
Yeah. He's got 11, 12, 13 damage in hand. So you can trade the board, proc the trap, and then play Lothab and Mechanical Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
He only gets one card, or he doesn't get any cards off Jeeves if he kills the Jeeves, but
Kind of feel like he has to take out the Chiefs here.
yeah.
Low Tepieri. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Fits the curve very nicely.
Yeah.
another Leopardome pickup, and he is ready to race.
That's an easy turn.
Now he's really looking for Unleash the Hounds.
Turned into a race.
Yeah, so he's got 4 damage from Leopardomes, and then another 3 damage from the bow. So that's 7 damage, and then 5 from the kill command brings
So if
it
he
up to
like
12.
gets an unleash.
Yeah. Oh, a Noyatron off the
Wow.
top. That is gonna be annoying for this race.
Yeah. Could say that.
Still Unleash the Hounds off the top.
I would just freeze that second leopard
no.
now as well.
Yeah, he frees Leopard. Unleash the Hounds off the top isn't lethal anymore.
Yeah.
Because of the Anoyatron and the freeze and stuff. Didn't
Oh.
get it anyway. So he has to kill command the Loth here to stay
Yep.
alive. Then how do you win from that?
I don't know. I mean, there's still a